Hello guys, Elementor recently released the editor version 4 alpha, so which they are calling the future of website building. Currently we are using the version 3, which is the stable one. So the version 4 is still in beta, so it's not publicly released to use in production yet. In this video I will convert this whole landing page, which is actually a Canva landing page, to Elementor using the version 4 features. They are continuously releasing new features in the new version 4 editor, so I will use the features that we have till now to build this complete Canva landing page using the version 4. So if you are looking for a tutorial where you want to get familiar with the version 4, you probably only need this video where I will go through all the component and all the features that version 4 has, including the new classes and other options. So yeah, let's dive in. So to enable the new version 4 editor, you have to go to your Elementor setting from the WordPress dashboard, and from there click on the editor version 4 tab and hit the activate the new experience button. Once you activate this and refresh your landing page or refresh your editor, it will show up the new components or the elements or widget, whatever you call it, we have in the widget panel. It will display these new elements which they are officially calling atomic elements. Okay, so we will build this complete landing page using those new elements we have in the version 4. So let's start creating our landing page using the V4. First we have this section, so for this I will take a new flag box widget and I will try to find what we have common in the section style. So if you look closely, in some section we have padding, let's say around 40 pixel or maybe 60 pixel. So this padding is common on few section. So I will take a custom class for my section to use it in few section. So let's give it a name like section primary. Okay, so section primary, and I will add padding. So for the padding I will add, let's say 50. So it adding padding all the areas like top, right, left and bottom. I will unlink it and then I just apply the padding to the top and bottom. Okay, so our padding is now added, and we also have color, but this color is not common between all the sections, so we will add this color on the local class instead, because if I add it on here, it will apply whenever I use this section class. So since I need this color only for this first hero section, so I'll directly apply it under the local class by going to the style tab. Here I have background. If I want, I can add directly, but to make it to work as a global color, then the way that we use it before, so we will now use variable, which is a version 4 feature, the evolution of global color. We are not using global color anymore. We will use the variables from version 4. I will add this color here, and you can see some colors I already added. So for this I will select this color, get the color code and paste it here. Sorry, by hitting the plus icon, I will add the color and give it a name like light yellow, and here it not support any spacing, so make sure you don't add any space. Light yellow. Hit the create button. So we have now the background color, and this is our section primary class. Now what we need is another section to create this grid system. For this I will now add another flags box inside it. Okay, and this flags box will be my inner section, something like this. So it will be used under my main section. So for this I will now give it a name like inner inner section. So why I am naming it, because I will need it for all the section I'm gonna build. So once I create it, I can reuse it every time, so I don't have to go all the step every time. So you will see how fast I build the other section once I finish building the first one. So in the inner section, what I need is adding a size, the width of the inner section. So I'll give it a 1200 pixel. Okay, and since it's now left aligned, I will select the parent flexbox container, and I will hit the section primary option, and then under layout I will change the content alignment. So I'll take it center. Okay, so it's now center. Cool. So I hope you understand this so far. And there is one thing is this, you can see this indicator. So what this indicator mean, if I take you to the Elementor blog post here, and there is a ping. If you see a ping dot, that means the styles from the local class. What it mean is, if you add a style in the local class, you will see it and a pink indicator. So let's say here I applied a background color, which is especially for this specific section. So you can see this pink indicator here, which applied in the local, so that's why it's in pink. Another is green dot. So what is green dot? If the color style is coming from the custom class that you added, then it will display green indicator. Okay, and let's say now I want to add a color, background color under my custom class. Then what will happen, like for example, let's pick the variable that I added. So you'll see now it is showing a orange indicator. So orange indicator means it is conflicting with another style and it's need attention. So you know what's going wrong whenever you see what the indicator. And the last one is gray dot. So this means the style is inheriting from the previous widget or the first one here. So this class order always, the first one will get the highest priority, whatever style you add, then the second one, then the third one, and this goes on. So this way the browser will prioritize the CSS file. So right now in section primary I don't have any color. That means it is now inheriting the color from whatever I added in the local class. So this way it works, and it gives you an indication from where the color is coming from. Okay guys, so now we have the intersection. What's next? We now need to add this heading. So for this we will use the new heading element. Okay, now another thing is we also need probably 2 column for this design. So for 2 column, what I can do, I will take 2 more flex box. Okay, cool. So I have now 2 more flex box under my inner section flex box. So now I will add the heading widget. So this is the new heading element UI. So I now need to add the tags, and yeah, so then this one. So for this I will add another proper heading. Okay, I need to change the direction of my flex box to column. Okay, then we have this text box. For this I will use the paragraph widget and paste the text. Then we have button. So for the button we will use the new button atomic element. Okay, so now the content is added. Let's install it, install these elements. So let's start with this one. So we have here font is Open Sans around 69 pixel. So let's create our style. Like what we can call, we can give it a name so that we can use this same style every time we need it. So for this I will give it this a name. For example, this is my main heading. So I'll create a class, then I'll now start styling this class. So first we need to select the font. It is using Open Sans. So for the font we can also use variable, just like the color. Previously we used global font, but now we will use variable in version 4. So I'll now add a font, hitting the plus icon, and give it a name. Let's say Open Sans. Oh, it doesn't support spacing, so add a hyphen, and then I'll look for the font. Okay, and hit the create button. Cool. So I have the font now, and I'll now select the size. So it's around 69 pixel, and then it is using bold, so I'll select 600. Okay, and for the color it is using light green, so I'll also add this color under the variable. So text color, I'll apply this color. Let's create it first. Green. Great. Cool. So yeah, we just added this style for the font and our main heading. So next time, every time I want to use it, I can just select this class whenever I want to use it for anywhere in the site. Okay, so now we have another one, is this one, which we can consider as a secondary heading maybe. Okay, so for this let's copy the text first and go to the style, add another class, maybe secondary heading. So what it requires, it requires uppercase and little bit bold. So I'll now go to typography, select my font from the variable list, and select the font weight to medium, and font size to maybe 17 pixel, and hit the show mode option, and from here I will change the text transformation to uppercase. Okay, so yeah, by the way, we can also add some spacing between the elements. So for here I will add 20 pixel maybe. Yeah, so this way it will add some spacing here. And now our secondary heading is also ready, and but it has a different color, like maybe blue. So what I'll need to do is I'll also add this color to my variable color list. So let's apply text color, add the variable blue color. Great. Okay, since I already have one color with the same name, so I'll rename it. Good. So our color is now also added. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more bold. Okay, then the tags, for the tags I'll need to select DM Sans, and color is blue. So let's change the color. By the way, let's check if the same font style is used at other part of the site, so that we can use it every time. Yeah, it's used in some areas, so I think it would be better if I add a class name for here as well, but just ignore the color. I will add the color in the local level, because in some area it is using different color, but the font and size, font and spacing is same. So I'll use a new class like text box, for example. Okay, text box. Okay, and I'll change the font. So here we need to add another font. Like you can see that in my design it is using DM Sans, so I need to add this font. Let's see if it is available. Yeah, so I'll add it. DM Sans. Great. Okay, as for the font size, it is 19 pixel, so I'll also assign the font size to my class. Okay, and what else? And maybe line height, and some line height, maybe 25 pixel or 35. Okay, and then I can now use it whenever I need. So yes, that's good. And then now I will apply blue color to my text, but I am not applying under the text box, because if I use this same class next time in here, then the color will get applied if I apply it under this class name. So I will add it under the local class, so it will not get impacted if I use this same class anywhere else with different color. So here I will apply the color, so I need to apply blue here. Okay, so I applied the blue color. Okay, all good. So yeah, now let's move to button. So for button we need a round button. Right now it's a full width, so I'll add a class name. So this is my button primary. Okay, so for button primary we need a style like this, but in my landing page I have different button color, but the size is same. So what I can do, I will design a button like this, except maybe applying color, or I can also create two different button class for this two different button type. That way it will also work. So I think I will create two button class. So for the first one, let's change the layout first. Right now you can see it is full width, but we don't need full width, right? Let's change it to display block. Let's see if it works. No. Inline block, no. Maybe we need to control the size, or okay, so here it is. Under the container setting we just need to set the align item to start, then it will not get full width. Okay, so cool. Now in my button I'll need to add style, like make it rounded. So to do this I will go to border and change the border to 20 pixel. Okay, then I will now change the font color. So the font color need to be white, so maybe I'll add another variable for the white color. Great, and it's assigned. And for the background I will select my variable light green color. Okay, now coming to the font, we need Open Sans font here, so I'll select Open Sans. From the typography, my variable font Open Sans, and I'll select the font weight to 600, and then change the font pixel to font size to 20 pixel, and we can also change the text transform to uppercase. Okay, so this is how it looks now. Maybe we need more rounded corner, so I'll go for 50. Okay, so this is how it looks now. Cool. And yeah, so the left column is now done, and for the right column I'll need to add image. So let's drag image widget. From here select the image, and we need to add border. like rounded border corner. So as since I have another image on the same template, so maybe I will create a class for this. So let's go to style and image round. I'll create a class and then I'll go to border radius 50 pixel. Okay, and now let's align this content to the center. So to do this, I'll select the inner section or the inner section class that I use it on a flex box, and I will change the align item to center, and it will be centered. But you can see that in my design the image height is a little bit low, so what I can do is I can adjust the image size. For image size, I think it will be best to adjust it from the size option. So let's select the height to maybe 450 pixel. Okay, and then the object fit to cover, object position to top center. It doesn't look good. Maybe I'll adjust the setting. Okay, it looks little bit fine, but I'll also need to center it, and let's apply width. I think if we apply width, then it will work. Or maybe we can also change the image resolution to medium, large. Okay, it's not working. Anyway, so I'll do it from the style tab, and I will change the height maybe to 600. Yeah, cover and top center. Okay, I think yeah, that's fine. We can keep it, but yeah, if I have more time, then I probably would have able to adjust it, but for now I am letting it go. Maybe if I adjust the width, probably then I'll able to control it or make it look like my landing page. So why not try it? Yeah, so I have set 400 pixel for the width, and it now looks like same as my design. Okay, so yeah guys, we are almost completed the first section. Now from here the designing gets the speed will now get much faster. So if you are watch it till now, so then yeah, continue it, because from now on the design will be faster, because I have now added my variable styles and various classes while designing the first section. So the other section will now be designed pretty faster. Let's see. Now we have the blue section in the next section. So thing is pretty simple. I'll now add a flex box. Sorry, not this one. I'll just drag one. Okay, and you remember I used a class for my main section, like section primary. So I'll apply the same class here, primary. Or if we just clone this, then it will also work, but I wanted to show you how it works actually. So anyway, I have added this section primary class. Now I also need inner section class that I added, so I will add another flex box, and now I will give it inner section. Select the class, so you can see it's now automatically centered with the style that I added here. So now I need another two flex box, so I'll just drag it here. Okay. Cool. So now what I need a new heading, and some different elements are here. Okay, but these elements are not used anywhere else in the site, so I probably ignore it, or maybe I'll build a class to use here. Let's see what is the best we can do here. But we have a blue color in the background, so I'll select the parents container, and then select the local class and apply the background color. From the variable we probably already have the blue color, right? So yeah, I just selected it. Cool. So now this heading size is 42 pixel, and in my other areas of the landing page is also 42 pixels. So we need another heading class for this type of heading, but we cannot apply any color here directly to the class because it is using different color in different areas. So I'll just add a heading class for this, and just to select the font style. Okay, so now paste it and go to style tab. So we already have secondary heading and main heading, so now we can give another heading a name like what, I don't know, heading 3 probably. So heading 3, and now I'll give select the font. So here we are using Open Sans again, and 42 is the font size. So these are the two variables I can keep, like two property for all my font. Also font weight, I think it is bold, so bold. Okay, and for the color I'll change it from the local, so it doesn't impact on other places where I will use this same heading. The color will be different. Okay, so yeah, then we have this paragraph. So you know we already have a text box class, so we just can simply add it here. For this we need to first drag a paragraph container, and then okay, let me change the order here from here, and then change the direction to where it is, column. Okay, and so at the 20 pixel. So you can see every time I need to do this, so maybe we can add a class for this, so we don't need to add it every time, but I am not doing it anymore. But yeah, if you think you have to do something repeatedly, it is better to create a class. So now I will add the tags, and just on the style tab I'll just select text box, the previous class that I created, and I'll go to local, and from here I'll select the color for this text from variable. Okay, and you can see there is 3 images. What I can do here is like take a image widget and edit. I already have the image uploaded in my gallery, so I can just select it, right, and add a width to 20 pixel. No, sorry, not 20, maybe 100. So yeah, since then they have 3 images in a row, so what I can do it, I can also add a flexbox widget here inside this, then add the images. Okay, and duplicate it, and I can set some margin here. Yeah, okay. Now in the right column we have 2 block. So for this block what I can do, inside here I can add a new div block. I can name it like round box. Yeah, so it will be rounded, but I'm not adding background color here because I may need it to use the same box here. So I'm not adding any background color, but I'll add the border only here. 50 pixel, and set the background color from the local class. Now I need to add a new heading for this section. So let's add a heading widget. Go to style, add a class, heading 4. Now we'll apply the styles. I'll also add color for this heading because it is used on other places as well with color, so I'll just use color here directly in the class name. And yeah, let's make it bold. Font size, what is this? Font size is 21. Okay, and in the div block we can add some padding, maybe 20 pixel or 40. Okay, and yeah, by the way, the border round corner is too much, it doesn't match with our design. I'll reduce it. You can also check here what's the percentage or what's the value. So 36. So yeah, we can use 36. And now we have text. So the text field is not the same as here, so I need to use a separate class for this, since it is used in some other places like here, no, here probably, yeah, here, also here, and here, or maybe it is using different size. Let me check. No, yeah, so yeah, in some places it is using it. I need to check where it is, but I need a class so I don't have to repeat every time. So I'll add a text box or paragraph element, and I'll copy the content. Okay, and in the div block I will also add some spacing probably. Okay, so when you have div, you don't have access to column and row, so I will change it to flex. Now I have option, I also have direction option, so now I will add the spacing here. Okay, and let's change the font size to font is DM Sans, I presume. Yeah, and size is 15 pixel. Okay, and font family is normal, so let's keep it that way. The width is too much, so maybe I will adjust the flexbook width to a little bit higher. Let's go to size, change it to %, maybe 60, and the other one to 30. Or maybe 35, and this one to 65, no 60, not 65, plus 55, and this one to 45. Okay, so you get it, like you can adjust it anyways as per your need, by the way. So yeah, and then I will duplicate it, change the direction to column, add some spacing gaps, and yeah, so you can see the element is now created, but the font that I selected is not styled yet. So I will add a new class like body text. Okay, create body text. If I check that my all the body text has blue color, so there is no issue to add color in my class level. So for the font I will select DM Sans, and for the color I will select in blue. Okay, yeah, so it's the same I will select for this body text. Cool. So our another section is completed, and it completed pretty fast. Now let's move to the next section here. So here the thing is quite same. Let's do it. And add a flexbox container. Select our class section primary. And add a background color on the local level to light gray and light yellow. Now drag a flexbox widget, change it, add a class, intersection class. Okay, now what you need to do, add image widget, and on the right column there is some text with heading with text. So for the image, the thing is okay, but we need to first add two flexbox for the column. Cool. Now I will add image widget. Select the image. So we have a image class added in this image, so I can simply just select that one, image round, and you see that they still got applied pretty fast. Cool. Now next is the right one, the right area. So in the right area we have heading and we have text. We can also design it pretty quickly, but the thing is we need some spacing between each block. So what we can do here, we can use maybe 3 flexbox. So let's add the flexbox first. And change the direction of the parent flexbox to column. Okay, now I can add heading and paragraph, and each inner flexbox I also need to change the direction to column. Okay, so I'll delete the others and just duplicate. Let's add some gaps here. Cool. So now I'll add content. Now I'll need to select the class, so the style will get automatically applied. So we have the class and we have the body text style. Okay, in the body text, did I added any font color size? No, I didn't add any font size, so it will be 16. But you can see there is an orange icon. That means here it is conflicting with, yeah, so here it is conflicting with the local, so I probably added it by mistake. It should be added in the class level, not in the local style. Sorry, local class. So it should be added in the body text class. Okay, yeah, so right now it's okay. So the same is here. I'll just need to select the class, heading 4. Now you see the fun is now begins as you build your design system. It's become very easy. Cool. So the same here, select the class name, heading 4 for the tags, style, body tags. Cool. So almost created the similar one, but we need to add more spacing. We can edit easily, no problem at all. Like let's unlink it. After unlinking, we can add a spacing here, like maybe 60 pixel, and you see it is now applied. If you want to add more spacing, we can also want, but I am will stay with 18. Okay. So yeah guys, it is this section. Now let's move to the another section, which is this one. Now we have different challenge here. We have two sections where the image is in the left and the block is right. So how we can achieve it? Heading class, body tags, and button class created. And for this we'll need, I think for this we'll just use the local class because it's nothing need to be dynamic. But if your site has a lot of section like this, then you may create a class for this, so you don't have to do it every time. Okay, so I'll start with this one now. So first we definitely need our Flexbox container, so I'll just add it. Now we need the container should be full width. Okay, maybe I'll just create class like section with image. Okay, and this section will have no padding, so I'll remove the default padding. So you can see it is set to 10. I'll just select 0. Okay, and what else? Now we need to inner container here. So I'll drag to Flexbox. Okay, and for the right one I also don't need the paddings, so I'll just use the section with image class that I used, so it will remove the padding. See, and yeah, now I will add a background image here. So since I use a section with image class here, so I cannot edit directly with my class. I will edit in the local level. I'm going to background overlay and I will select the background image. Okay, so let's change the position to center, repeat, no repeat, size should be cover. Okay, we'll adjust it after adding the content, no problem. Now in the left we have this heading, so let's edit heading, paste it, go to style. We have a heading for this. You remember it was probably secondary heading, no, not the secondary, it was probably heading 3, I guess. Yeah, so heading 3, and we have text box. Let's change the direction here. So we have text box with this tags, and we have button. So let's add the button. Good. And we also need to change the alignment to start. So for the button we have the button class already, just need to select it. Okay, but the problem is here button has different color, but no issue. I just select the local here instead of creating a new class and change the background color to white. Okay, and typography color, I need to edit it from the variable, and typography color to blue. Not blue, yeah, typography blue. And the background color of this container should be blue as well in the background. Typography dark blue. Cool. So now we need to apply styles like for the font. Now we can and a style in the local level, because as you know, I said earlier that whatever style you select local, it's get priority, then it will use your custom class. So I'll now edit white. From here I'll also white. Okay, now we will add spacing on the flexbox level. Cool. So another thing is it has some padding, maybe around 40 pixels. So I'll add padding in the flexbox directly under the local class. Let's go to spacing. So since the UI is new, the version 4 UI is changed a lot, like it's now uniform, so it will take you some time to get familiar with it. Like it's taking for me as well to find settings, because I'm not yet familiar with it completely, but as I start working on project with it, I will get familiar. So yeah, so it's taking me time to find settings of each property. So anyway, the section is now created. I can now increase the height to make it look like as my design. So I select size, height to maybe 600. Okay, and now I'll also center my content and the alignment of my content. So I'll select center. Cool. So it is now centered. Okay, perfect. So what I have next here is pretty same. What I can do to quickly replicate it, just duplicate it, and you know, in flexbox you have option to switch layout, reverse the column. I can just reverse it simply, and but the problem is here it is touch it with other image, but here it is not. Can you tell me why? That's because we didn't added any specific width of the flexbox. That's why it is took the weight as it like. So I will change it to percentage from the size option, 2% to 50%, and this one to 50% as well on the local level. Right now it should work. If I duplicate and reverse the column, yeah, so now it is working. So I'll now need to change the background color here. You see that here a little pink indicated, that means you have applied some style on this property. That's why it will show you an indicator. So you know that you have applied some style on there before, so which is good. So now I'll change the background image to a different one, and the text can remain same, but we can just need to change the button to button background color to light green. Oh, by the way, here it is, I think some light blue or something. Here it is, yeah. So I forgot to edit, sorry. So let's edit. What do we need? We need another color because we didn't have this variable. Okay, so the font color here is blue. Sorry, I missed it completely. So is the color, yeah, blue. Text color is also blue. and font, yeah, that's fine. But we also need to adjust some gaps in row level, maybe 240. Yeah, that will work, but for perfection we need to add more spacing, but I'm ignoring it because this is not the why we are here. Same here, I can keep it same it is now, just the button color. So we need to go to local and change the text color to white, I think. Yeah, cool. So I also designed this one pretty quick. So now comes to this one. So we had this heading and this one, then this 3 block. So let's quickly design it, guys. You know, we already have a section for this. Start flexbox, section main. Oh, sorry, I forgot it again. Section primary. Under local, give it a background color. To light yellow. Now I need 2 flexbox for this 2 part. So I'll add another flexbox inside here. Add class inner section. Now let's add the heading, also the subheading. I'll just maybe duplicate this, change the direction to column. Alignment should be, yeah, alignment center is what we need. Okay, then so what we had before, heading 3, yeah, and we'll apply the color in the local to dark blue. Patient feedback. Okay, then we have this subtitle heading. So for subheading, what we used before, probably this one, secondary heading. We can also add spacing here, maybe 20 or 10. Okay, then now we have this block. So for this I will now add another this widget, like this container. So I'll just duplicate it. Okay, so here I need to change the direction, center, yeah. So I'll delete the content and set it, and now I need 3 flex box again with some content inside it. So let's design it. Let's start with another flex box. Duplicate and duplicate, change the direction to row, and now we'll apply this style here. For this we can add a new class like green box or something. Or did we added any class here? Round box. Okay, so I think we can use round box since we already have a class. Let's remove this one, round box. Why did I apply it? Yeah, okay. So now let's apply background color here. Okay, now I need to add the quote icon. So I'll just select one that I have in my media library. Okay, I think I have it in wrong color. Maybe I mistakenly downloaded it into wrong color, but we have filter. I think we can use it to maybe make it better, but somehow it is not working. Okay, I can live with it for now. Anyway, we can use it as icon, and we can also adjust the size to 50 pixel, just to give you an idea. So we are using local class for this. Next we have this text box, so I'll just add a text box. Cool. Now add the text, change the class to body text. Now we can add another text box to add the author. Here we don't need to add another class for this simple thing, so I just add it here directly. Opens and instance 600. Okay, so we have just created one. I'll now just simply duplicate for the other ones to speed up the process. What I did. Okay, so cool, we have the section now, and what I can do also add a spacing here. So yeah, we did it pretty almost same. We can also adjust the gaps. So we have built so far. Let's see guys how it looks in the front end. So this is our site using version 4, and you see this is how it looks. Good. So we almost copied the design. Now we are going to the footer section. So in footer section we have this and then this box. So I guess you guys can do it anyway, so there is not much different. We need to add a new section and add this icon, this logo, and then this two column, and another one is here for the social icons. Let's create it. I think it will not take much time, so let's add a flex box. So section primary. So in primary we'll now add a different background color now, like dark blue. What else? Now inside it we'll add intersection. So for intersection we have intersection class created. Intersection. Under the intersection we will now add the logo. So for the logo we'll just add an image. Select the logo. For example, this is my logo. I will adjust the width to 200. Sorry, not 200, 100. Okay, and then I will add another container. Since Elementor not released all the widget as an atomic widget, we don't have much option instead of using flexbox every time. Otherwise such thing can be built just using the icon box widget or the CTA widget. So those type of thing we can build just using those widgets, but here in this scenario we will need to add 3 flexbox widget for this 3 column. And overall in my whole design I used a lot of flexbox. If you noticed, that's because you don't have all the the atomic elements, but yes, if you want you can use version 3 widgets in your design. That's not a problem, but I am not using it because I wanted to build it as a solid, using solid atomic elements only. So that's why I didn't use it, but yes, it is supported. You can use V3 widget or the previous widget in your new version 4 design system. It is supported, so don't worry. For learning purpose I didn't show you that. Okay, so now we need this for 3 block for this. So let's add 3 flex box here. Now we have a heading. What happened here? I don't know. Let's try again. What was our heading name? I think it was heading 3, sorry. Let's change the color from the local class. Cool. Now I will add this text box. Now here is the interesting part. In version 4 you cannot add any HTML tag. Also the previous text box is now replaced with a basic one. So if I want to add like break for this line, like I need breaks here in this paragraphs, so I just need to hit enter and edit. So let's say you want to bold something here, it will not work in before because it doesn't support any HTML tag. Okay, so you cannot use any HTML tags. Let's change the color to white. Okay, and now another one is the style, just duplicate, change this. So here we can use which font size, let me see, we can use this one now which you used here. Why didn't we apply any color? Yeah, class here. I think we should apply the text box class here. I forgot it. Text box. Text box. Text box. Okay, this is a simple one. One is only single style tags. Which needs some different size. I just add it. Now let's add a spacing, I mean the gaps, and yeah, so now we can copy the same here and update the content. Just let's change the direction to column. And what else? align item should be at the top. Okay, but this one align item should be at the bottom. So align items, align self end, because the social icon is below. Okay, so here the social icon widget is not supported yet, so I have to again use flexbox, so it's very boring. Anyway, you can just use the social icon widget here, so to faster the process. Yeah, okay, so yeah, our landing page is ready. So you can see that it is supports the version 3 widget as well, so you don't need to worry. As they release version 4 widget one by one until the major update, we can still use version 4 with version 3 widget. There is no official deny yet, so keep using it, but of course don't use it on production side, just to train yourself with the feature editor. And yeah, as you can see, it is pretty fast. I didn't edited this video much, it just totally like I'm doing it while working on the landing page directly. So you see, it didn't take me much time. It also my first time while building this. So thank you, hope you like the version 4. Let me know if you have any comment or feedback, or if I missed anything, and I strongly recommend you to check out the blog post that Elementor realized how it's going to be in the version 4. I tried to cover everything, and I hope you find it useful. Thank you, have a great day, until next time, bye bye, take care.